while we celebrate the good teachers, we need to acknowledge the harm done by the bad ones. Bullying by teachers can actually destroy a child's mental health. Kids are not fools. They understand the difference when discipline comes from care and when it comes from ego. That was the final straw. We simply wanted to be done with that school. September 5th is Teachers' Day in India. For many, it's a day filled with gratitude and nostalgia. For me, it's complicated. While I did have some amazing teachers, my overall experience of school wasn't the same rosy picture people usually paint. As a child, you believe adults know it all. So when a teacher calls you good for nothing, you believe them. When teachers are partial, treating toppers like royalty, you start to think only marks matter. And if you're not academically strong, you're mocked at, you're told that you're wasting your parents' money, you're distracted and lazy. Other talents in arts or sports were seen as distractions. We were told to fix the academics first and then maybe think of those side activities. One memory that never left me was from my 6th standard. We were told to write a creative letter to a friend in Hindi. Up until then, our teacher had taught to write Namaste as the salutation. But since I was writing to a Muslim friend, I thought I would write Assalamu Alaikum. I hoped my teacher would be proud of me for attempting to write a longer word myself. Instead, her face darkened. She shouted at me in front of the whole class for trying something that she didn't teach. She called me disrespectful and arrogant and threw the book back at me. I was too shocked to respond. For years after, I was scared to try anything creative because I was scared of being misjudged and humiliated. That one incident killed my confidence for trying new things for years. Then there were teachers who showed partiality based on looks, those chubby cheeks, dimple chin favorites. Then we had the public shamers, teachers who loved scolding in staff rooms, classroom, corridors, anywhere they could get an audience. And as we entered the teenage years, instead of counseling us about the natural attraction between genders, we girls were shamed characterless if we were caught even looking at boys. Boys could be looking at us and even passing comments in front of our faces, but it was our job to bow our heads and walk away silently. In our final year, we were so emotional that we started this tradition of group hugs while saying goodbye after school. A teacher saw us and next day onwards, hugs were banned in classrooms. We were furious and decided to rebel by hugging outside school. The teachers retaliated by involving the parents and things got messy. A teacher even gave us lecture on how hugging at that age can bring out the wrong feelings. That was the final straw. We simply wanted to be done with that school. There was this tradition of ex-students visiting the school and their teachers, but many of us simply did not want to come back to that school again. Of course, not all teachers are bad. Some truly cared. Even when they scolded, you could feel the love and wisdom in their words. Kids are not fools. They understand the difference when discipline comes from care and when it comes from ego. I still cherish and keep in touch with them. But the damage caused by the toxic ones are too huge to ignore. I know of children who gave up in life because their teachers called them stupid for being a little different. I myself thought I would get nowhere in life until a few teachers unlocked my potential and helped me see I was actually smart. The truth is, bullying by teachers can actually destroy a child's mental health. It kills confidence, it creates anxiety and shame. It can even lead to depression, relationship struggles, and suicidal tendencies later in life. Today we have strict rules. Teachers cannot call names or hit children. But every time there is an issue, people start saying this is because teachers are not allowed to be strict anymore. That is so wrong. The issues are happening because still we are not ready to acknowledge how deep the responsibility of being a parent and teacher is. Blaming it on kids these days is just a lazy escape. I can't change what happened to me, and I'm thankful that at the right time I had the right guidance from going astray. Many others weren't that lucky. That's why I chose to speak about this today. Because while we celebrate the good teachers, we need to acknowledge the harm done by the bad ones. If we as adults take proper responsibility, no children will grow up carrying wounds they were never meant to carry. That was hard and a lot for me to take out today. Comment your thoughts on the subject. And as always, let's learn to live and not just survive. Take care, guys.